before 8 o'clock. I just was mainly painting, to be honest with y'all. So Tinika is on, and we're doing a Black History collaboration. We're just gonna be painting. Oh, let me show y'all what me and Candace did. Well, Candace, she in the chat. She said she got her phone on silent. So this was my version. I did, y'all. I be having orders and stuff. So it's mainly done. I just gotta I'm gonna put some beads up here and hook it. So this is my Black Panther. This is like the wait. Okay, the woman of Black Panther. This is like my Black History moment for the women of the Black Panther movement. So this is these. These are cute. My screen look a little blurry. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I could wipe y'all off a little bit.
Let's see. Table over just a little bit.
All right. So yeah. So this was what me and Candace doing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna gloss these while I'm talking to y'all, and I just beat it up and I'll show y'all. So this one say I am Black Power, and then this one say Power to the People. And I just kind of did like a little, like a henna, like y'all might can't see it, but it's like it's like a brick red, brick brown, or something like that. So I wanted to make sure. So this was dedicated to the women of the Black Panther movement, which in most organizations or movements, the women don't get talked about. So we could talk about Angela Davis, Aline, what is his name? Aline Brown, Asada. Asada was in Liberation Move, but she was affiliated. Um, Afeni Shakur, So I wanted to show y'all that. So Tinika is on. Tinika, you could say who you gonna be painting tonight, and I come back to who I'm gonna be painting tonight.
Okay, so I had a hard time trying to figure out who I wanted to do. I feel like there are so many great women in African American history, but I narrowed it down to Harriet Tubman, who to me she is amazing, so courageous, so brave, to not only free herself but free. I think it was about 300, at least 300 other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked her as an option. I picked Nina Simone as an option. And then also I picked Afeni Shakur. So I'm going to let y'all decide which one you would like to see me paint. Of course, this one is Nina Simone, Harriet Tubman, and then Afeni Shakur. So if y'all can put in the chat which one y'all want me to paint, then that's the one I'll do.
I like all. I done painted all of them. I done created a Feeny. The crazy part when y'all had told me last week about Dear Mama, I totally forgot about it, and I looked at the first episode.
It's amazing. I love that.
They put it together so beautifully.
They did. It was. I really enjoyed it. I watched it again since we were on the live last, and I mean,
Hmm.
it's just it is. It's very beautiful.
I love the way they got her talking as
Right.
the way they put it together. It was just, and I've just seen episode one. It's 4 episodes,
Yeah, and it gets better. So yeah, it's a
and
real
it's
treat.
crazy because all these clips I done seen before, but the way because I'm a big Tupac fan,
Right. Me too.
but the way they put it in, and I love the way they started it off with Tupac live from LA with Tanya. I remember watching that interview. That was the
Right. Yeah.
first time that I seen Tupac on same song. I seen Tupac in Juice, but when I seen that interview, that would make me fall in love with him. And
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that they showed. That's the first clip they showed, and I was just like, yeah, I remember that. That's what made me just fall in love with his mind.
Yeah. I felt the same way about him. He was really starting to evolve when all that stuff happened, and unfortunately, he got on the wrong side of things. But he was so intelligent.
Yeah, I think he was just a yin and a yang energy, kind of like his sign, Gemini. Okay,
Yeah.
so what she want y'all to do? Should she paint the Nina Simone? Should she paint the, the Harriet Tubman? Or should she paint who else it is? Nina Simone or Afeni Shakur? So yeah, so Novia put she loved Nina Simone. I don't
Okay.
know what I love all of them, but for some reason, just because I was looking at I think Afeni Shakur, but I love Nina Simone. I don't know.
And eventually, I'm gonna paint all of them. But
Yeah, I know you're gonna
which
paint
one do
all of
y'all
them.
want to see
So
tonight?
Novia
Yeah.
got Etta James. I like Etta James. I love Sunday. What that song? I like
Oh
Sunday
yeah.
morning. Yeah, her story too. She went through a lot. People don't talk about Etta enough. I mean, Beyonce did the Cadillac record movie and she played her, but nobody don't really talk about Etta James.
Right.
I
Yeah, she had a
was
good
gonna
story
draw
too.
what his name? Someday we'll all be free. Donny Hathaway. That's who I was gonna draw, but I'm still gonna draw him. I was gonna draw him.
Yeah, he's a good one too.
Yeah, I think I'm a draw him because I have so many people in Black history. When I first started, it was just I was starting this doing this line called Black Hollywood, and I done did Dorothy Dandridge. I done did um what her name Billie Holiday, which I'm gonna upgrade my Billie Holiday version. So I
Yeah, I
don't.
thought about Billie Holiday too. I've seen her story and know quite a bit about her. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I don't see it. Did
and we don't
anybody?
have to stop. We can do you can do these anytime.
Yeah, so I guess the only I seen one person
This one,
put
okay,
they put in Simone, so people still coming in. So,
okay.
hey, Queen, so you could. Zenobia saying Aretha Franklin. I think she asking us who she should draw. No, she she
No,
put she put in Etta James, Aretha Franklin. I have sketched Aretha Franklin out, but I haven't drew her yet. But I did sketch her out.
okay. So I'll do Nina Simone. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm gonna do all of them. So
Hey,
like if you follow me,
Teresa came in the chat. People coming in the chat. Hey, Crafty Locks.
I
Hey,
can't see.
y'all.
Hold on,
You see the chat?
I can't see it. But hold on, let me see if I
You
can
talk,
pull
I
it up.
can't see it. I guess people still coming in. So who I'm painting? I'm painting Frances Cress Welsing. She was a Black psychologist. I mean psychiatrist. I always get them mixed up. Psychologist and psychiatrist. They kind of like the same field. So that's who I'm drawing. She wrote a book called The Isis Paper. And like I was telling Tinika before we came on, because we was talking behind the scenes, y'all. How you doing, Darlene Bailey? I was telling Tanika that some years ago a guy friend of mine he had gave me the ISIS paper book to read, and it's like when I looked at it, it was like scriptures, which I realized they said it was like 18 years of different lectures of her studying mainly white supremacy, and she mainly said that white supremacy was globally, and it was a little heavy for me to at the time. I didn't want to mess around. I didn't want to play with the book. I really wanted to have a time to really sit down and study. But I have seen many, many, many interviews and of her. But her name is Frances Cress Welsing. Let me see if I can find a picture and show y'all her. But I had sketched her out just a little bit before y'all came on. Let me see. Well, here she go. Cause I had this the picture that I'm going to be that I was looking at right here, y'all. If y'all can see it, this is her. So what I do want to show y'all, hold on. I want y'all to hear just a little bit of how she see if you put her name in. I do not like this new setup that they done gave us on YouTube. She passed away. I remember when she passed away because it was all over Facebook. But she passed away in 2016. And this is her book, The Isis Papers. I don't know, that picture look a little blurry. But literally, I'm ready to read it now. This her in her younger years. She was born in 1935, so she's an ancestor. And I was telling Tinika how she was like a quiet revolutionary. Like when she talked real calm and she talked with confidence, and you didn't really see no fear. She graduated from she was born in Chicago. She passed away at 80 years old on January the 2nd, 2016. Her book was The Isis Paper. Her education was Howard University, um, Will Dale Phillips Academy High School, and then another college which I can't pronounce. And let me see. I'm just gonna let y'all hear a little tiny bit so y'all can know um who I'm drawing. A lot of people in the conscious community or just Black history know who she is, but they don't talk about her like she's saying. But over the next century, everybody on Earth may be of color, and we're scared of it. Already we're a minority. Did you know that? I'll guess 25% of us are white, maybe less than that. And that's the reason we're racist. We're not only afraid of dying out, but we're also jealous because we have no color. You laughing? How come we spend so much time in the sun trying to get brown? It's kind of old. We are a depopulation, but right. Most color. Right. We have this ability to produce melanin pigment. We have more of it than anybody else. And so the most pressure is on Black people. As a matter of fact, the Black people learn, all non-white people over the world learn. If you're Black, stay back. If you're yellow, you're brown, stick around. If you're yellow, mellow, white, right. I can go to England and the people can just say the same thing. Doesn't matter whether if you go to the Philippines, because there has been a confrontation of brown with white. Everybody knows the more pigment you have, the more pressure that is on you. Yeah. But they didn't understand why. I said the why is for the purpose of white genetic survival. Right. And you're saying that Blacks have no similar hidden subconscious anxiety not about their Blackness being undermined by the presence of white. We don't have that fear, and I think that this is something that is not understood. You see, in other words, if I don't worry about, as a matter of fact, under white supremacy, the non-white people try to get lighter. You see, because the less pigment you have, the less threat you are to white, and so the greater opportunity that you have. Yeah. The mass and ability. Yeah, so when y'all get a chance, I mean, I could listen to her all day. Y'all get a chance, y'all check out Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. Just hearing her voice, y'all, she just so calm when she talk and so confident. She's like an epitome of a Black woman that knows what she's talking about. So I'm drawing the sis. I'm like getting chills because, ooh, I love her. I love her. So that's who I'm drawing, y'all. Okay, so we got great love your art. Thank you, beloved. Hey, Candace. The little girl who had AIDS passed away. Yeah, yeah. I know she's on my list to draw too. I got so many people. I got the 4 little Black girls. They've been on my list forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna
was
look for
Hadia.
Say
Hadia
it
was the
again.
name of the little girl, the
Who?
young lady.
I can't think of her name right now. But I think we all seen when she was on Oprah and she was talking so mature for her age. She was born with HIV. Well, AIDS, HIV. And they told her she wasn't gonna live as long, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a story about her life.
I would think so for sure.
Yeah, because
She's
she
such a
was.
beautiful girl. I
I
have
re-
her. Can you see
yeah.
that on my
What
phone?
queen? You all right?
Can you see that?
Oh yeah, yeah. She gorgeous.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, I probably draw her too. That's just she's a part of history. You know, it
Right,
was
she is.
between her. It was her, Magic Johnson, and what the other sister name that was on the front of Ebony. She said, "I'm educated. I'm something. I'm black." I follow her too. Been following her for years. And I have HIV. I can't think of her name
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
not sure who that one is.
Yeah, if you see her, but I follow her. She was on the front of Ebony long time ago, and I still have that magazine. When I get a chance, I'll show y'all. But she's still living. She was educated and she had sex, I think, like twice, and got
Wow.
it from, I can't remember who she got it from. It was either a college. It was, I don't think it was her husband. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. Um, so it's like you think of that because when HIV first came out, they were saying it was a gay thing. So when you start seeing that it bypassed that and went to children, women, it didn't have no discrimination.
Right, so everybody thing, right.
Yeah,
Any and everybody thing, right.
yeah. And she
So
lived a long time.
she did. I felt like
Yeah.
she definitely, her purpose was to come here and educate everybody, make awareness.
Her her maturity level
Right,
at the age when she talked about it, because I need to go back. I know they say she got it like she was born with it,
right,
but I need to go back and refreshing because I remember, following that some time back then. But then, as time go on and not, we don't forget about them because it's like everybody was like, I remember her.
right. She
But
was so cute.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
some people that we just don't keep up with. So yeah, she was very um mature in the way she spoke. You could tell that she was, you know, I don't agree people saying, oh, they'll say God, because in my mind, if you say she was meant to be that way, but
Uh-huh.
nah, I don't believe that because God will use her. That's some, I don't know about that God that want to get somebody something like that. You get
Right,
what I'm saying? I know about a God. Well, what? I do know people that play God, that are, they consider themselves a God, that play because AIDS was created. So
right,
I can't say a God did create AIDS, but people don't look at it like a God. They look at the, when we go through things, the God did it. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right,
Or yeah, and it's weird because it's like the God did all this stuff. The God is a jealous God. The God is all this, but if the God is that, what the devil do?
wow, yeah.
Man, that's something to think about.
It is, and it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Um, I guess with me, I guess God allowed it to happen for the
Mm-hmm.
greater good, for the greater
Mm,
cause, you
mm.
know, for her to maybe educate people and bring awareness. And it's hard to say, but like you said, when she did speak at a young age, she was so, her spirit was beautiful.
Yeah. Very
You know,
articulate.
yeah, she was. And
Yeah.
that alone grabbed everybody's attention. When you see this young black girl speaking the way she was speaking, and her interview was definitely heartfelt.
That's when
So
black folks looked at Oprah all the time. A lot of black folks can't stand Oprah right now. She don't bother me like people be talking, I can't stand Oprah.
right,
I like Oprah.
yeah,
Oprah is Black History too. People got to give it to her now. They gonna give Wendy Williams Black History. They need to give Oprah Black History.
right, yeah, I definitely agree with that. She has some healing and some work to do,
Yeah, like we all
but
do.
we all do, right?
Yeah,
Exactly, we definitely do.
yeah.
So,
I like Oprah. Hell, I go to her house and be her friend so I can get in her garden. Yeah, I be her friend. Nobody want to be her friend. I like Monique too, but if nobody want to be Oprah friend, I be Oprah friend.
right, that's right.
Yeah, we can be right in that garden. You see how beautiful her garden is?
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I be
she's
in,
living the
was we
life.
looking for me? I'd be in the garden. You just want to be my friend to be in the garden. Yeah. Show me how you did that garden. Your people did that garden. Yeah. But yeah, I like we was just talking about the God thing and him allowing things to happen. Like you say, that's a deep subject because
It
even
is
like
for sure.
people, even like just the floods and all that. I'm like, damn, what the devil did if he gonna do all that? I don't know about him, but you let people believe what they want to believe, and you don't agree. But if you don't agree, that don't mean that people should be mad at you because you don't believe the way they believe. Because if
Oh
people,
no.
if I talk to people and they say they believe everything the Bible say,
Uh
so
huh.
be it. Because I take Bible quotes and put on earrings. Because it's when I write certain things, I feel it. I gotta feel it. But I read certain things in certain scriptures, I don't agree with it. But
Right.
you gotta realize that's something that our ancestors had that was given to them, and that's all they knew, and that's all the faith that they had going through all the hell for 400 years. Is
Right. And you're gonna
the right?
grab what's available to you. If that made them feel good, and that's what they're gonna gravitate to. Because, like you said, they didn't have anything else.
Yeah, and you got to realize after 400 years, I say after 50 years, they start being used to that. Then the 400 years, that was in their DNA to, and they had a lot of our ancestors that ran it. It wasn't like that because it was it was in their blood. Like this ain't right, even if they was taught a certain way. This is not
Right.
right. Because why all of them wanted to run even after 400 years, they still wanted to get away from that. And then it's crazy because I be thinking about a lot of times when they did run, it was like no matter where they went, it was still going to, they'd say go to the north.
Right.
It was still racism. They try to make it seem like the north was better. It wasn't. It was still.
Just another version of it, right?
Yes, ma'am. You don't remember some years ago they
Mm.
found like a whole bunch of bodies
Yes, I do.
in New York while everybody didn't think a lot of as they say so-called slaves up under mass graves.
I
So,
remember that.
hmm
Isn't that sad?
yeah,
I was thinking about one day, right? I had mentioned to y'all that I'm going to South Africa, right?
hmm
And one day I was talking to my daughters, and I actually got a little bit emotional because I was like, I'm going to be making that trip.
yes,
And in my mind, I was just thinking about, of course, my trip is going to be different than what their trip was coming
yes,
here. And just imagine what they were going through. They didn't know where they were going. They had no clue of what really was going on, and just traveling here and under those conditions.
yeah.
It was crazy.
It was to the point that they was on one of the ships was called Jesus. I talk about that in one of my poems I wrote long time ago. One of the ships was called Jesus, and just the conditions of the slave ship. And Spirit told me earlier that I need to draw a picture of the slave ship and how they was packed in like sardines.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you
it was
imagine? Mm,
scurvy and all types of diseases, and you chained and children crying, and you could hear the wails of the captors raping the men, the women, and the children. Just the conditions. And then when they did bring them up, because to them they was considered cargo, they was considered money. The ones
right.
that died from disease and all that, they threw them overboard. And a lot of the ones that was alive, some of the women's would go overboard with their babies because the conditions of the slave ship was so bad. They didn't know where they was going, but they knew if this was bad, wherever we going, gonna be worse. So they would
Right.
rather jump in the ocean. And I don't know how true this is, but I done heard it many a times over my lifetime
Uh-huh.
that they said that was the first time that sharks ever taste blood.
But, ooh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
Yeah, it's heavy. And a lot of I was telling um one of my fellow creators, Razonda Lee, how um my ancestors, why is there short commercials doing a live? Which I don't know. That's you better ask YouTube. That what April saying. I was
What you
telling her
say?
how my ancestors walk with me. You know,
Right.
when I everywhere I go, if I go in the grocery store, I'm like, y'all can walk in now. Like I'm heavy with that.
So you talking to them?
I'm literally talking to them. They
Yeah.
always been with me heavy. Miss Madison say the African burial ground in downtown Manhattan. I'm in Long Island and there's a plantation here in see, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot, you never really hear about plantations in New York. We knew they was there, but you get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
That's something that'll be a cool documentary because when you see documentaries about plantations and all that, I done been to plantations as a child. When you see that, you never I never seen a plantation in New York. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm in Virginia, and the area where I live at,
Oh yeah, you in
it's a
Virginia.
lot
Oh yeah.
of his history.
Oh yeah. When I was a
Regarding
little kid,
slavery.
I was taught in the Nation of Islam that, and it's so many different types of um, black people coming from different parts of Africa. But I was taught in 1555, the first place, one of the first places was Jamestown, Virginia, when they, um, and the ship was called Jesus.
Mm.
And it's interesting because a lot of them wanted, they called on Jesus to come back and save them. Ain't that something? The
Yeah.
ship to come back and get them. And if black folks call on Jesus to get them out of conditions, it's, you know, so, oh yeah, Virginia, one of those places.
It is. Not too
Heavy.
long ago, there was an area downtown. Um, it was I guess, with the slave where they auctioned the slaves.
Mhm.
Here in Virginia, and they had like a statue or something down there, some type of landmark, and they recently took it up, and it was a big debate about that, whether they were going to leave it or take it up.
Mhm.
People come here and they do go down there and look at it, or even people that live here go down there and look at it, and so yeah, there was a big debate of whether to leave it or take it up. My
Yeah.
thought, I don't know how I really felt about it. It was kind of iffy. A part of me was like, it's a part of history. It's real.
Yeah.
Leave it there. Because, I mean, it is what it is. It's the truth of what happened here. And people
Yeah.
need to remember that part. But then there
I
was another
agree.
part of me that, who wants to see that when they go down there?
Yeah, but even if you don't see it, if you can feel it, because I know here in Tallahassee, where they got all the where they had the auction block, I feel it when I walk down there. It's still heavy.
Yeah, I can see that because I know the downtown area where I live at, it's a lot of Caucasian white people are in that area, in the downtown area, and black people go down there too, but it,
Mhm.
it is just a different energy down there
Yeah.
where all that stuff happened.
Yeah. I what part of Richmond you? I mean, what part of Virginia you in?
I'm in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
That's right.
Yeah.
I
It's
went to Richmond before I went to when that was in like '06. I went to Richmond, Virginia. They had this um cultural event. I think they still
okay.
have it. It was called Happily Natural Day. But I know they have it in Atlanta now. But I went to Richmond, and I like Richmond. You know, most places I go, like I've been to Chicago plenty of times, and I'd be like, I like y'all food, but your energy is off the chain. Like, I'm ready to go home.
But
I'm being honest. Like, it just got that energy.
what kind of energy you talking about? Tell me what you're talking
Just
about.
deaf, just uneasy, not a good. It's the same energy how I feel about Jacksonville, Florida. Guess it's just that city energy. Like,
Okay.
but Richmond, I liked it. Richmond, Virginia. I didn't feel like I feel when I go to like Newark or like city places for some reason.
Right.
But Chicago, it got an energy of like just evil. That's just how I
Mm.
feel. And I done been there
Okay.
more than one time. I used to go every year. Matter of fact, well, they're not having it this year. They're in Detroit this year. Every year, Minister Farrakhan speak. Zenobia say negative, yeah, negative energy. That's exactly what it is.
In Chicago. Yeah, I heard
Oh
it's pretty
yeah.
rough in Chicago.
And
I had a good.
I wasn't even by no hood or nothing, but it's just the smell. I can't explain. I remember I took my well, both of my sons done been in Chicago, but I took my youngest. He was 7 when he first went, and he was so obsessed with snow. He wanted to play in the snow, but the snow was it was starting to melt in certain places. And I say, Esau, you cold? He talking about, yeah. I said, where you cold at? He said, everywhere. Because the wind blows so hard.
Yeah.
It blows so hard. But the thing I can say, it was beautiful moments. I remember, can't remember what year this was. Um, but I remember just looking. We have annual Saviors Day convention every year. Usually in Detroit, Chicago. They have it in different places, but majority of times they have it in Chicago. And just looking and seeing a sea of black people in white is so beautiful. And then
Hmm.
I remember it started like sprinkling snow, and you
Right.
see all these Muslim men in their uniforms walking across with the snow on the ground, and it seemed like for that moment you just was in black heaven. Like this how it would be if we lived in a world was just all us, just
Yeah.
you know. So it was beautiful moments. I didn't go. My sister, and my mom, and all them went last year, but I couldn't live in Chicago. I couldn't
No,
live
well,
there.
I've never been, so I can't say, but I probably couldn't either.
Mm-mm.
I prefer a
But I
little bit.
do want to try. I do. I don't know if they still have it. It's a big um event they have called the Taste of Chicago,
Uh huh.
and it seemed like just seeing the video and all that. I need to look and see if they still have it. Now I will go there and then. Beautiful event. It's called the Taste of Chicago. I wonder do they still have it? Cause after COVID, a lot of stuff just shut down.
Yeah, things changed a lot. How businesses and stuff operate,
Mm-hmm.
events and stuff like that. But
You love our house music. Well,
are you
I
talking?
know you from Chicago.
Who are you
So no,
talking
this
about?
I'm from Chicago. Yep. I remember some guy. When the iPhone, one of them iPhones first came out, he had a house. He said he kept redoing. People kept breaking in. He said if y'all buy me an iPhone, y'all could get the house. Yeah, but it's really nothing to laugh about. To be honest, a lot of places like that, Chicago have a lot of Black history, and a lot of places like Chicago, the crime and stuff came due to the lack of jobs, liquor stores, drugs being flooded in the communities. You got the gangs like what is the gangster disciples? You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah,
if you in those communities and you don't have the jobs and all that, what's gonna happen? Crime gonna happen. You know,
exactly.
and at a time in Chicago, the South Side, it was a lot of Black businesses. You know,
Yeah.
it was a lot of Black businesses, and it's crazy. And that's how most cities is. Yeah. I just didn't. I don't like. I go to Chicago again. I just would never live there. But they got some good behind food. Everything I ate was so good. Everything, pizza, everything was good. Even the dang on even the damn crystals with the White Castle.
The White Castle.
Uh-huh. I think
You
I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna give her like I'm gonna give her like like the Egyptians wear the little necklace around
Uh-huh.
here. That's how I'm gonna do her. And she royalty. I'm gonna put a crown on her head too.
I'll actually have to look up about her. I've seen her before, but I don't know her full story. But I'm definitely going to look her up.
Oh, you gonna fall in love with her. She will tell how calm she talked, and like I could just look at her lectures and her interviews all the time. And to be honest, that one with Donahue, I know they got a better version, or the clearer version. Somebody, they just uploaded that from a VCR tape, but that was a really good one. That was a really really good interview. Um,
I used to love Donahue back in the day.
yeah, he was fair. You know,
He was, yeah.
he was fair. He had Khalid Muhammad on there. He had Minister Farrakhan Khan on there. He had Sister Soldier. Remember the one with Sister Soldier and the panel? Did you ever
Yes.
see that one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. So Soldier ain't with that mess y'all talking. And I can't believe I haven't drawn Sister Soldier. Like, what is my problem? I need to draw her because that's like one of my muses. I learned so much from her. She's calm now. She's calm, but 360
That's hard
degrees.
to believe of her, but
Oh yeah, she's calm. She don't really do too much. She write her books and stuff like Coldest Winter and Midnight, but she don't. You know, back then, who that was trying to get her. I think it was Bill Clinton. He was trying to counsel her. I guess that was the word back. Our name. They were trying to counsel her because of something she said. She was but Sister Soldier. That's what a lot of people in my poetry community used to call me.
I could see that.
I like Sister Soldier. I got a couple of her books. I let my one of my niece hold her book. Is no what is no disrespect. There was something what that book called by Sister Soldier. Let me look it up. And she never gave it back. So that's why I don't let people hold my books no more. I just buy you a book. You're not holding my books.
You probably got a mini library, don't you?
Man, Queen. I'm gonna start vlogging more like I kinda did, and I'm gonna show y'all some of the stuff. Books
Yeah.
everywhere. Everywhere you look, you're gonna see a book. But I don't limit myself just to books about black history and all that. I
Uh-huh.
love that. But I just like I have a love for books. I'm obsessed. I ain't gonna lie. I just like the way they look. I like the way they feel. I like old books. I just like books, books, books. I
You
need to
know
do a
what?
video. I just-
You said you are you you resonate with me a lot.
I know.
Um
I
and
know.
I don't know, I say to myself, I've said to myself, we come from the same,
Pride.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
because I do the book thing. Now, granted, I do a lot of Audible at this point in my life,
Mm-hmm.
but I get books. I collect books, I read books, and I got books everywhere. A lot of my books are most of them are more like self improvement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I do books. I got a thing about books.
I need to write a whole. I love books, books,
And
books. Like Tracy Ellis Ross some years ago on her YouTube channel, she did a video about bows, and she just was like bows, 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 and she had all different types of bows. And then when she went to sleep, she had some bows with her. I'm like, that's how I am with books.
yeah, I got a thing about books. And I said one time that I'm going to see if I can trace back some of, my history of
Yes,
where I actually came from and whatever. Been told the Gullah,
yeah, that's my daddy's side. We got Gullah in
um,
us. It's
but
crazy because you favor my daddy's people. I'm gonna
yeah, I've
send you
been
some
told the
pictures.
Gullah, but I'm not sure. But a lot of things that you say, a lot of it resonates with me, and some of it I
Mhm.
feel like I could say the exact same thing, and people
Mhm.
might think I be. they would think I'm copying,
Mm-mm.
but
Some
it's
people just
not that.
connect.
It's not that. So yeah.
What y'all talking about in the comments? Talking about some food. The hoagies are my favorite. You must be something new. They in the comments talking about something.
All right, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can pull up the comments.
I did. So the chat gonna be in the the thing. I remembered because I was like, you know how sometimes you go back and you want to read what be in the chat.
Yes.
I pushed it today, but I had to do it from my I had to do it from my computer. So the chat will be it'll be a replay. And I kept it. I'm gonna keep it on. So when we go live, I go live again on the 29th, y'all. I'll be
Okay.
doing the DIY. Francis Chris
I'm
Wilson.
just looking at the chat. I actually able to pull it up.
It's a beautiful sister. You still painting, Juicy? You gotta come on and let me see it. Well, I see it because I know you're gonna post it.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I want to
paint
see
Juicy
her.
another color. I'm gonna do her another. I'm gonna do her another version of her. She one of the popular ones. I mean the last one that I showed in the last probably the last month or so.
I could see that. She's
Mm,
definitely
gorgeous,
cute.
right?
Yeah, she's really cute. Absolutely.
And
I
then
need
the
to.
next one popular is Bob. Like people been buying Bob. I had put my K.Noir Designs site. I put it on maintenance, but I'm a because I wanted to put a couple of things up after I get off live. I want
Uh
to kind
huh.
of I'm gonna work on that. Then I'm gonna put some new stencils up, take some stuff off. Just kind of like people don't be realizing how with a business how much go into it, especially when you the only person that's doing it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. I don't know sometimes how I maneuver it, but I
You
do.
got to be up all hours of the night and everything. My sleep pattern is crazy. Um, I worked on those canvas paintings from. Well, remember I showed on the last live the sketch that thing that I did, the line
Oh
sketching.
yeah, you could show it if you
I I finished it up in 2 days.
do you could show it, Tanika. We'd like to see it if you could get it.
Yeah, I have it. I have it, and I did another one too.
Yeah, once you get in, it don't take that long to finish up paintings. It's just the time,
Right.
and it's
It really
sometimes not the
doesn't.
time. It can happen fast. It's just the what you call the focus and stand on it. Just stand on being consistent with it. It don't take that long to finish a paint. I know for me.
Yeah, it doesn't. I thought I don't know. I was thinking that it was going to take longer because it
Hmm.
was on a big canvas. But
Yeah.
once you get started, it's kind of like you do it. Even when I step away, I'll come back later. Something else will hit me to do this to it, and I'll come back later, and before I knew it, it was done.
Yeah.
So
And the thing with painting, you could paint something years ago and then it to you it's done. Then you'll look at it again and you be like, I want to add this to this.
yeah,
You go back. I do that with earrings. I be like, I'm gonna do her a little different now.
yeah, because you look at it. I do that too sometimes.
Hmm. I'm gonna put a crown
Not a
on
lot.
her head.
Sometimes I feel like I might end up doing too much if I'm not
Mm,
careful.
I don't know. I
But
guess we can. I rarely mess up when I'm doing art. Cause in my mind, if I had a vision for something
uh-huh.
and then it didn't come out, I just keep going and I still do it again the way I wanted to do it. But I still keep going with the one that I did.
Right.
Yeah, we gotta put her red, black, and green on. Francie Chris Wilson one no joke. She's somebody that should be talked about in schools. Little black children should know about her. It's a lot of grown people don't know who she is. So
Right. Well, yeah, I didn't. I hadn't even heard of her name really, to be honest with you. I seen her picture before,
yeah.
so I did recognize her face, but I don't know about her. But I definitely will go check her out, look her up. Um,
So you
see.
say I have a lot of earrings I need to finish because I get new ideas and start. Oh well, just imagine. I'm gonna start vlogging and I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all gonna be like, but what I am gonna do. I'm starting to. I got some supplies that I'm gonna start selling. I'm not gonna tell y'all exactly what it is, but I know that y'all going to love it.
Okay,
Yeah, y'all
that's
gonna love
exciting.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mind always and I did this some years ago and it was successful, but I didn't do it like I'm doing it like I'm gonna do it now.
Uh huh.
I'm looking for a green. I think I use this right here. I need to utilize some of this paint for a dry out on me. This company sent me this some years. I think it was around 2020. They got some pretty colors. Let me see if I could grab the.
I'm trying to look at the screen and see what you're showing at the same time.
I did a video on it. It's called Hippie Crafters.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
And I'm gonna
remember that.
give, if anybody, I'm gonna give y'all, finna give y'all as the people in the hood say, a lick. If you go to hippiecrafters.com and you have over 1,000 followers on YouTube, they'll send you free products. Yep, y'all go there, y'all. Y'all don't got, I don't, y'all don't gotta say I preferred y'all or nothing. Just go fill the thing out. Cause they sent me paints and then they sent me like black canvases. I forgot what else they sent me. I think it was paints and it was like 24 of these paints and I love them. I use the green and the sienna brown more than ever, but it's either 16 or 24 or 18. I can't remember.
Okay.
It's a lot of them.
And it goes on really good.
It's more. It goes on good, but it's like it's thick. You know, some people don't like working with thick paints.
Right.
It's thick, but and it leave a satin finish.
Okay. Yeah, when it's thick like that, I just keep dabbing my brush.
Yeah,
Just keep adding, water to it.
yeah. You can water it
And
down.
there's
The thing with this,
also,
I know it's a lot of people don't like working with thick paints, but the more you work with it, the better, the more that you will start liking it. Be like, it paint too thick.
yeah.
It's too thick. It's a heavy body, and a heavy body is good coverage.
And I have this right here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to see if I'm
Hmm.
holding it in the right place.
Oh
But
yeah,
I got it, and it helps
thin it out.
to thin out the paint. Yeah. So
Uh
if you
huh.
have really thick paint, you just take this and add it to the paint, and it'll help it.
Yeah, that'll help it. Water help it, but sometimes depending on the paint, if water make it crack. You ever did mixed a little bit water in the paint and the paint start cracking?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
noticed with this brand right here, it does that. This Milo brand,
It'll crack.
it'll crack. Well, to be honest with you, I just put water in the yellow one, so I don't know because I got the whole set. It didn't do it with this because I just only put water in the yellow one, but I still be using it. I get little cracks look cute. That's
Yeah.
how I
It can.
be. I be like embracing every little thing. People be thinking it's a mistake. I be like, that's art, baby.
Yeah, I do that too.
Nope.
And oftentimes, just those types of things is what makes whatever you're creating unique.
Yeah.
You know, if it cracks and you ain't planning for it to crack, well, you think everybody else's is cracking too? Probably not necessarily.
Yeah,
So you leave yours like that, and then yours is different.
that's true. Which we talking about this Milo paint. I got all color yellows, but I love the way the color on this Milo. Use I'm finna use some now. What you say, Synovia? I got some flat paints. Oh girl, you gonna love that flat. You is gonna love it. Matter of fact, when I get off, I need to go see if I can find some more. Cause I'm pretty sure they got all the whole set on plaid. If they ain't got it on plaid, cause Amazon be getting on my nerves. They be like double charging for a little pay, a little thing, like say this right here. It'd be like $2. They'll have it for $8. But sometimes you gotta get it when you don't want to go to the store and be hoping they got it. You know, if you need a certain thing,
Right.
then you
And
would
they know
get.
that.
Yeah.
They know that. That's why they do it.
What did it say? I do the same with my resin. So many models, so little tin. Kelly, I ain't seen none of your work in a minute. You gotta come on and show us what you've been working on. You gotta hit me up and show me what you've been working on. I went on plaid, came quickly. Oh yeah, cause plaid, I think plaid been having like a lot of sales. They've been having a lot of sales. Like I give y'all my coupon code, and they say you just could use it one time. And the crazy part, if anybody on here got an Etsy shop or want to start an Etsy shop, after all these years, they sent a thing saying that they just recently sent it in the last couple of days saying that coupon codes, if you got some in your cart, or if they send out like a code, it's gonna have an expiration date on it. And that's crazy. Like they doing like the other people now. You hold stuff in the cart,
Uh-huh.
they gonna give it a time limit, then they gonna take it out the cart. They
I didn't
just
see that.
yeah, I don't like that. Yep. So they're not gonna hold it. I guess to them it's a sales tactic to give people a time limit to go on and buy it. But the
Right.
thing with Etsy is not like Shopify when they hold something in the cart for and then it'll release out in 24 hours.
Uh-huh.
Um when people go to Etsy, I thought it was cool when people go to Etsy and they see three people got this in the cart. It's just one. That you to me that'll make somebody want to go on and buy it, you know?
Yeah,
But
I would think so. I mean, if you want it, you want it. If you ain't, if it's just in the cart, there's a reason why you just have it in the cart.
yeah, cause some
And
people
for
like
me
me,
anyway.
I be having like $2,000-3,000 in the cart.
Sometimes I'll be like, okay, if it's gone, it wasn't meant for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Let
But
somebody else go ahead and get it.
yeah, so they son that. Eventually I'll be going off Etsy because I don't like the control that they have. Like if they advertise us without asking us, it could be a design that we feel like we not we gonna eventually disable, not deactivate, and
Right.
they'll be promoting it, and then if we ain't asking to promote it, they'll promote it, and then they get so much percentage of for promoting it. I'm like, but we ain't asked you to promote that. How you know
That's
I
on
want to finish?
Etsy.
Yeah,
I think
Etsy
I've
them
noticed
came.
that.
Etsy that has became like
Okay.
a bully. It used to be back when I first got on there in '08. It used to be like grassroots. We ain't have to pay taxes. I can understand the tax thing because it started getting popular. You know, it was handmade and vintage. It didn't have all that manufactured stuff on there like it do now. It was
Right.
unique. You could still find unique things, but it's not like it used to be.
Right.
Oh yeah, the fees is crazy now. A lot of people ask me about opening an Etsy shop. It's a whole new system from when I started. They say that they'll hold your money for like 45 days before you when you first open the shop. Now you hear all like I be in the forums, I be like, dang,
Yeah, I
it's
remember.
totally different. Cause when I started, they didn't even have Etsy Pay. They had just straight PayPal. They got PayPal, but it go through Etsy Pay. Back then, when you got a sale, it went straight to your PayPal account right then. Yeah, they got too many fees. both of y'all art pieces with the colors y'all choosing. Talk about
Yeah,
great minds. Oh, I ain't even looking at Tanika's.
yeah. I looked up at yours a few minutes ago.
Oh, it's pretty. I love those colors you putting on her. And you know, Nina, she loved her earrings. I was like, if she was
You know what? I said the same thing. I said, you always say refer to earring goddess. She an earring goddess. She
she
has
was
some
very much an
bad
earring
earrings.
goddess. Oh yeah, very
Yes.
much.
She had a sense of style with her, even like her head wraps. She loved head wraps.
Mm-hmm.
And they were gorgeous. And her earrings, if you
Oh
go back and
yeah.
look at some videos, oh my God.
I'm trying to see if I can find. I done did Nina so many times, but in this little bin right here, full of stuff, I think it's a Nina I drew. See if I can find it. This is like when I first started drawing her. I don't know if it's in here. I really want to show y'all before I get off.
And
I
I
could
didn't
draw.
say too much about her, but and most people probably know, she was a singer, songwriter. She played the piano.
Mm-hmm.
She was a composer. She even arranged her music, and she was a civil rights activist.
Very much a civil
Um,
rights activist.
she sang a lot about injustice in her songs. It
I
was
like
said
her
that
song Revolution.
she what?
I like her song Revolution.
Oh yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
show
She
y'all
had
another
some
time because
amazing
I can't.
songs.
Huh?
Um, she had amazing songs. If you go on YouTube and put in Nina Simone, listen to some of her music. It was very raw. They very raw, but you could tell she was passionate about the things that she spoke about, that she sung about.
Oh yeah, she ain't play either. She'll curse your behind now.
Right. Yeah. She was very yeah.
Like I was telling y'all in one of the lives that a documentary, a guy had hit me up and he wanted me to come to New York. And when he seen my, because at the time wasn't nobody really doing Nina Simone. I don't think nobody was doing Nina Simone earrings at that time at all. So he found me on Etsy and asked me. He was like a producer of the documentary. They call her Simone or something like that. Um, but the thing with Nina, her daughter don't. I just feel like when it's the children or the family, they should be over those estates. Even like this Wendy thing, like her sisters and her son, all of them should be over there. Not no old white men sitting up uh, over somebody money that they don't work hard for.
Yeah.
But Nina, she passed away. She had, I think Nina passed away from cancer, but they were saying it was some mental issues going on, but I could see her story, how, how that can happen.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
um yeah, I actually could relate to some of the things that she went through. I mean, it was
Hmm.
a lot of stuff going on, and she was a compassionate person. She, didn't like the things that were going on around her. She sung about them, and she was affected deeply. She was just one of those people that things bothered her. They affected her.
And affected her through just as a child. I remember reading about her. I think her name, what her name, Eunice. What her original name is? Let
Her
me put it in.
name, original, oops, excuse me. Hold on just a second.
I think it start with an E. Mm,
I believe it was Eunice.
was
I
it?
was going to
Yeah,
say Elaine at one
Eunice.
point, but it wasn't Elaine. It
E.
was,
It was Eunice. What is Eunice?
right, Eunice.
Eunice. Kathleen. I can't believe I remember that. Kathleen. That's new because I never knew her middle name. Wayman. And she was born on February 21st, and she passed away on October 21st. And that's crazy because 21 is my number, my birth, November 21. Um, I have a divine connect to
Yeah, I think what she did, what died in '03.
hmm her style of dress was so dope. But I remember seen a couple of documentaries of her over the years. I'm gonna tell you what turned me on the Nina Simone. Um, what turned me on? This supposed to be black. I'm gonna color this black, but I'm gonna put something in her hair to kind of set it off. No, this supposed to be black. Cause I put the roster color. It's supposed to be the liberation colors. Look at me. Um, I'm gonna tell you what made me fall in with Nina Simone and really knew who she was. I had heard of her, but it was a movie called The Point of No Return.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady was an assassin. I think her name was Jane. Let me see the movie. Movie Point of I can't remember. It came out in 1993, but it was a movie. What her name was? Bridget Fonda. I was gonna say Jane Fonda. I knew it was somebody Fonda.
Mm-hmm.
So this was the movie that made me fall in love with Nina Simone. If you look at it, you'll know exactly what made me fall in love.
Okay.
But this movie is like one of those. Um, it was like a. She was mainly an assassin, but she was being manipulated by men. But I felt like she was a strong woman. I'm always attracted to movies no matter what color the people are. If it's a strong female character.
Yes, I do.
So the guy that taught her mainly, he was he was a narcissist, but that she was working for.
Right.
Um, he went and turned Nina Simone on, and he said, "I love Nina Simone," and that's like the when I just listening to the record play.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made me start loving Nina Simone, and that was around '93. That's how. And after that, I just started studying her, and
Yeah, I'm trying to think of when I actually became familiar with her, but I just know it was from something that I watched, and she just resonated with me. Um,
I know a lot of people.
and she's
I
kind
know.
of hard to. For some people, she might be, too harsh.
Yeah, she wasn't no mess. I remember somebody
Yeah.
was standing up in her when she was doing a concert. She said, "Sit
Sit down.
down." You
Sit
seen it?
down. And
Yeah,
she
you could
meant
tell
it.
something was going on with
She meant that. Sit your butt down.
she wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the guy she married, women, let me tell you something. Women go through a lot. Um a man can emotionally mess a woman up because we give so much to them.
Right.
A
Then
thing
call us
is,
crazy, right?
they call us crazy, but the thing is, what I'm doing? I grabbed the green.
Like,
I'm trying to
well,
grab the black.
what did you do to
What?
make me crazy or to make her crazy?
I think a lot of times we just by us, like I was telling somebody earlier, sister earlier, we black women are strong, but we are also delicate, and we have a natural. That's what I'm gonna do. We have a natural nurturing thing. So a lot of times we too nurturing the grown ass men. That's something their mama should have gave them.
Right.
And we do too much, you know.
Right.
We overdo. And that's just the way God made us, which is beautiful. We have, beautiful hearts and all that. But when after a while when we give so much, we be broken. We be broken. And that's why a lot of women now they be on their self healing thing because it's a lot of generational trauma too. We had to sit there and teach the black boy back in slavery days, like, you got to listen to this good old white man because if you don't listen to him, you see that man up in that tree. that's burnt and hung, that can happen to you, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So it's a lot of people talk about black. We all went through hell and still going through hell. It's so somebody said, I think I seen it on TikTok. I was laughing so hard, I laughed out loud so hard. But my neighbor said, "What is she screaming about over there?" This lady said, she said, don't marry no man after 40. If he over 40, don't marry him. Because she said he was a hoe and he was this and that and he didn't want to settle down. But then he's behind getting old and
Now
nothing
he
ain't
wants
working.
somebody
He be like, you was a good wife. You was a
to
good
take
girl. I
care of
want to
him.
marry you. But he wants somebody to take care of him now. Change his
I knew you were gonna
pampers.
say that.
Take them to girl. I holler. It makes so much sense. She say, don't marry no man over 40. They users. They
Yeah.
all broke up. What you doing, girl? I'm taking so and so to the doctor. I'm taking he got diabetes, girl. He won't get up no more, so we gotta give him some rag. No, no, thank you. I laughed so hard when she said it because it made so much sense. You ever met a guy that or ever been in love with somebody and they just don't get it right, or seen somebody so in love with somebody and they just do them so bad, and then all of a sudden, soon as something happened with their health, who they calling?
they
I'm dying for cancer. I'm dying from this, and they'll call you was always a good woman.
make this something.
It's something that's using. But when these
Okay.
black women now or women in general, they say, forget that. I ain't finna be taking care of no man. I'm finna go on vacation. I'm finna travel over the world, flying high. You love that song, Synovia? What Queen Latifah movie?
I'm trying to figure out what am I put in here.
Y'all, I had to paint because I just thought about it. I had to give her Pan African colors. And I gave her the roster colors. I mean, it would have worked, but I think of her. I think of red, black, and green. Red, black, and green. Oh, exactly. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Exactly. You seen how he did her?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's the epitome of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What are you talking about? So what's Holiday, Sonovia? You talking about that movie Holiday with Ben Reams? Ben Rhymes, whatever his name. I can't remember all that. I remember Alfred Ritter played in it, and she was on drugs, and he helped take care of children, ain't he? And he was a what do you call it? He was gay. You talking about that? I haven't looked at that. I know it was a good movie.
Yeah, I was surprised to see him in that role.
I was surprised to see Wesley Snipes in the movie with Kung Fu Kung. But I like that movie. It was I like it. Last Holiday. What's Last Holiday? I don't think I ever seen that. I'm gonna put it in. Last Holiday. See. Did I see this? Is Common in this movie? I probably did see it because a lot is my number one. Queen L. Oh, did I see this? Yeah, I think I did see this. Yeah, Queen Latifah. Man, she had a crush. I gotta go back and look at some of these movies, refreshing my memories. But I know I seen that movie. What you just said, Last Holiday. It came out in '06. I'm pretty sure I seen it. Queen Latifah pretty good in movies. I would love to see her in a real serious movie. I know she paid what her name? Maybe Mama, something like that.
Mama Mabley.
Yeah, was that her? Was that Queen Latifah? I think it was. It was one of the Saint. No, Mama Mabley was a comedian, right?
Yes,
Which way?
she was.
What that movie Queen Latifah
Let me
played
see.
in? And she was a singer or something. She passed away at the end in a car accident. It was good. That was like one of the serious ones movies I seen her in. Let me look at Miss Frances' skin color. She was kind of like a
Yeah,
pecan brown.
trying to get my colors straight too on here.
She was so gorgeous. Oh, and I'm looking at this picture. Look, see, that's why I had to put that red, black, and green on her. Look at you
Uh huh.
see that color she had on her. But look at her right here. She was so gorgeous. That's crazy. My spirit's like red, black, and green. Look at this picture. It's crazy. We ain't forget
Oh,
about
look
you,
at that.
Queen.
Yeah.
We ain't forget
Ain't
about
that
you.
something? Uh-huh.
What they got a Osiris paper? What somebody it said something about Osiris paper. What that's about? Oh, look at there. Now I gotta get that one too. She didn't write it, but they say the reflections of the life and writings of Dr. Cress Welsing. And it's called the Osiris Papers. So I think I'm gonna get that one too, just to see what they wrote about her. I'm gonna use a pecan, and I think I got what I can use. That's a little dark. Let me see. No, I got a Maggie. Might have to mix and make her color,
Let me see.
cause she a little. Let me see what you doing. Let me look over here, cause I'm over here
Okay.
looking at the. I could look at what you doing over here. Mahalia Jackson. She played Mahalia Jackson. If she played Mahalia Jackson, she'll
She
be a.
did.
She did.
Yes, she did.
I didn't see it.
Yes,
When it.
she did.
I'm bad at myself, cause Law is my lady. When she played Mahalia Jackson, I'm about to fight myself. You ever seen somebody fighting themselves? I'm gonna swing at the reflection in the mirror at myself. How I not seen that? Where I been? I remember who that was had it was somebody had asked it was somebody asked her mama do they think she looked like Mahalia Jackson, and she say some pictures, and then she asked if she looked like Pearl Bailey. They got them little chubby cheeks. I'm surprised we ain't never really had a did we have a Mahalia story?
Not that I can recall. Not a.
We gonna have to start making movies of all our ancestors, because we don't want them to just nobody don't talk about them. I'm gonna draw Shirley Trism too. About 2 months ago, I had
Did,
bought
I
her
thought
book
you did her
off.
already. No.
I sketched it out, but I haven't put on earrings yet.
Okay.
About 2 months ago, I bought her book. It was on Amazon and it was $3. I think I showed y'all, and I'm gonna give one away. I gave my sister. I bought my sister one. And then they say it's a movie on Netflix that Regina King did, and they say it's good.
I haven't seen that.
Me either. I'm gonna go sit and look at. I'm gonna look at it. That's crazy because she been on me like nobody don't really talk about her. Like she ran for president.
Right. Yeah, she did.
Nobody don't talk about her.
Can
And
you
when I
imagine
seen that,
that back then, running for president?
exactly, a black woman. People used to be making jokes about looking like Shirley Chisholm. I don't care how she beautiful me. Leave that lady alone. Black people need to know that. A lot of people don't know that she ran for president.
Right. Yeah.
She didn't wear makeup or nothing. I didn't see makeup on. I'm gonna finish this face.
I'm trying to see.
I didn't even see your ring. You had now. I'm looking at you now because I was like looking over. I like your ring you got on. Did you show
Thank
us your
you.
pic? Did you show us your painting?
No, I haven't. You really want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see it.
Okay.
One time for the playback people. I gotta make sure I say that to
You gotta
y'all.
say about the playback. I don't know if you're gonna be able to
Cause
see
some
it
playback
because
people
I
be
have the
thinking they
camera
still
position.
live. They be like, they be answering, like talking to me like. I be seeing the comments come up on my email. I be like, that live over. So I gotta make sure I say something to the people that's watching the playback. Y'all thumbs up if y'all can. I don't know how the setup on y'all end is, but it's a whole new setup on my end.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of lips I'm gonna give her.
She start wearing kind of makeup. I think a lot of people start, a lot of like my generation people started knowing who Nina Simone was because Lauren Hill talked about her in one of her raps. She said, "I be Nina
Yeah,
Simone, defecation on the microphone."
she
So a lot,
performed a couple of Nina Simone. She did a dedication to Nina Simone at some event or something,
yeah,
and
they kind of, it's kind of like kind of they got similarities.
they do.
Yeah, we got a lot of
They really
similarities.
do. Yeah.
It's crazy how I found out about Nina Simone from a white man.
Really?
In that movie, I told you he sat down and played and put the record on. I'm like, oh, and another time, I'm gonna tell you how else I found about her. So that was the first time I heard of Nina Simone. Like I knew I heard of her, but I didn't really, listen to her music or nothing like that.
Uh huh.
So I was at FAMU and I was set up some years ago. That was after that was after the point of no return was 93. So that
Uh-huh.
had to been like early 2000s, like early, like 03, 04, something like that. So at FAMU, when you vending, they had like a DJ out there.
Okay.
It was either FAMU or FSU. I can't remember which one it was. And they paid my skin is black. My I'm like, who? I was laughing like, who is that? I was like, who is that? And that's like when I first heard, and then I just went home and I just started playing her, playing her, playing her, playing her. But I knew who she was, but then because I started listening to her then, but I never put that song with her.
Yeah.
And and I remember just like at first it was like a weird song, and I was laughing. Then after a while, I remember just catching myself singing, and I remember
You
coming
like it,
home.
right? I was the
Yeah,
same
and
way. It kind of caught me off guard, but then I started liking it.
yeah, that's how I did me. I think I was at FAMU when somebody played it. I'm like, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and I remember that had to been. Yeah, that just came back to me. I got like Nina Simone paintings, y'all.
Can you
I,
imagine back then though
yeah,
how she people might have perceived her because she was definitely different.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
remember seeing on YouTube. I went on YouTube, and I remember seeing like she sung it, and it was kind of like theater. Let's see, can I
Right.
find that video again? And she
Yeah.
described all these different black women. And then
Yeah.
after that, I remember seeing four colored girls, the
Uh-huh.
play back
Right.
then. Not what they did the movie. They had like a play. Lynn Whitfield was in there. She was young. She was the fast one because they described each one of them.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's a lot of stuff starting to come to me now, child. I'm getting old. But yeah, I forgot about because I remember I was vending. It had to be because I remember looking her up after I seen the point of no return. But it had to be when I created my earrings. So it had to been like around '07 because I was selling
Right.
at the colleges because I yeah, because that's when I started going to the colleges. I was already selling before then in '03, other stuff. So I started going to the colleges around like oh yeah, yeah. That's when when I start like because at first I'm like, who's saying that? And they say Nina Simone. And then she started like saying a different mainly describing different black women. But it was just different. It was just different. When I first hold it, I'm like, it just stopped me in my tracks. And I remember people was like looking at me crazy because I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on with this damn song. It was because it was blasting.
Right. Yeah. She was definitely different.
Candace told me I'm black. I'm home now, child. We about to get off in a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, that just came back to me. Because I remember I heard that. And then after that, I remember having the song after it kept just coming to me. And I remember having the song and I put it back then. We used to have them little jump drives that you could
Uh-huh.
the UBC jump drives you could put in there. And I went to the DJ and I told him, can he give me a copy of it? And he put it on my jump drive. Cause it was like at first it was funny. But then because it was I wasn't really listening to what she was saying. It was just her voice.
It was her voice, yeah.
Yeah. And then when I really listened to what she was saying, that's when I walked over to the DJ and said, can you what song that was?
Her
And he
voice
said it
and
and he put it on the jump drive for me. And then that was another introduction to Nina for me.
yeah, her dialect. I don't yeah. It was just her voice. The way she
And
spoke.
yeah. But when she started living, I think she was living in France or something like that. Her, when you live somewhere for so long, you start picking up their accent.
Accent, yeah.
Cause her
Uh-huh.
older years, she sounded really, really, really proper. And
Yeah.
you, like I said, you could kind of tell something was going on mentally. Being in the music industry, it could make you mental. Just the entertainment business and being a black person, just hearing all the stories.
I'm sure.
hmm
I'm sure.
I'm gonna give you some light in your eyes. I'm gonna give you
Okay.
some light in your eyes, mama. She ain't really wear makeup like that. I'm looking at all her pictures. I don't really see no makeup.
Yeah, I was trying to think because I've never seen Nina Simone with any lipstick on.
She did at her in her ending years because I seen a
She
video of her
did.
like I told you she was talking a little proper when she was
Uh huh.
older. I don't know who did her makeup. That's why I say it kind of remind me a lot of Lauryn Hill.
I'm
It
trying to
that
see.
makeup then looked it like a clown. It didn't look good.
Oh yeah, because she used to do that eyeshadow
Mm-hmm.
real thick. Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
so
I do
she
remember
wore
that.
some.
But I'm trying to think about her lips.
Let me see if I can find a picture and see if she have some
On her lips.
lipstick. I when I draw Nina, did I draw Nina with lipstick? Probably not. I don't think I draw Nina every time I drew her. I didn't draw her with lipstick. She's just so beautiful. Oof. But I know she start going to cross the railroad tracks to learn how to play piano at a white lady house. She was a little girl.
Yeah, she was about what? Probably like just preteen.
Look at her. Why this right? Why she it kind of give me that a Afeni Shakur look. I never drew Nina Simone in the short afro. I drew this like this before.
Uh
That's
huh.
what I was finna show
Let me
y'all, but
see. Oh yeah,
mm,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
gorgeous.
And she, well, yeah, she was definitely really beautiful.
Look at them earrings. Look at them earrings.
Where is? Look
I
at her.
like
Yeah.
this picture. She was really Afrocentric, if that's the word.
Yes, she
Like
was.
this one. I think I'm gonna draw her in the short hair. I never drew her in the short hair. Look at this. Oh my god. Gorgeous. See, this the one I drew. I drew this one and then I drew one with her medium fro, like this one right here.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She
that's
looked like she had a
gorgeous.
little eye mascara on. Let me see. Yeah, she had a little, you know how you do your little eyeliner?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
But she
she
was,
her eyes were very prominent with liner. Let me
more
see.
like natural.
So natural lips and
Yeah, her lips was natural.
her eyes were pronounced.
Mm-hmm. Like she put a little eyeliner.
Let's see if we can do something with that.
The high priestess of soul. We ain't forget about you, Nina. Yeah, she wore eyeliner. Right here, she got like a little, look like she got a little tint on her lips, but not like right there. She got a little lipstick. Look at the earrings. I be seeing a lot of earrings. She was very much an earring goddess.
Yeah, she was. And I never noticed that before. Well,
Mhm.
no, I did. I did notice. I noticed that she wore really um, beautiful earrings and stuff like that. But when I was picking my people of who I might do, it really just dawned on me that she was an earring goddess.
See, another one I got on my website. It kind of looked like that afro.
Now
And
I
I
did
remember.
the one with the red background.
Mhm.
I did a something of her on canvas when I first tried to do canvas painting.
Mhm.
Um, it's on my Instagram, I think. If you go through that, you'll see it.
Yes,
But I
a
did.
lot of artists will redo this because it's so gangster.
Yeah,
I know. I don't know. I never did it, but I know Yes Lioness. She did it. She did a version. I think back then she did a live version of her painting it on canvas.
yeah.
Everybody was
No,
mad at this. I wasn't really mad. I just feel like she shouldn't have been in what they call it. Where she went? I don't think she should have been in this right here. I don't know what I pushed. I don't think she should have made a fake nose. I think she if she was gonna play Nina and had
oh,
all
you
that dark
talking about
makeup on, I think she
Saldana?
should have. Yeah,
Yeah,
Zoe Zardana. I think she just should have just been herself. It seemed like
yeah.
it wouldn't have been as bad as it was. You got this fake nose on and you done darkened your skin. If you
Yeah,
just, somebody just play you, just play your color and put it and have an afro on. Like, damn,
I think the thing with that I didn't get is how did she
get the role.
how did she get the role and for her to have to do her face and all of that, you know?
I don't think she
Um,
should have did a. I think she just should have paid it as herself. You know what
I
I'm
do
saying?
too. Yeah.
And a lot of people was like, she should have never played her. Think
Mhm.
about it. You were like I said, like you in Hollywood, and they come and say you want to play Nina Simone. You an actor. And
You gonna
yeah,
do it.
I played, but later on, as time went on, she said she regretted. She wish she wouldn't have played her because the
Right.
movie got so much flack that it didn't do well. But I looked at it; it wasn't bad acting.
No, I didn't think it was either. It was just the
Yeah,
thing for me of like I said, how did she had to do all that makeup and all of that?
yeah, it
I
wasn't
don't know.
bad acting. It was just, and that was kind of like the ending years of Nina.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. She had the clothes and everything was to the T.
Yeah.
Like she had
The
an
way
earring,
she
she had the hair wrap. She even sounded
the
like
way
her.
she sounded, yeah. She sounded just like her. She really did.
Yeah. And I guess at first she didn't see nothing wrong like everybody else was her playing
Uh-huh.
Nina. But then as time went on, she got older. She probably was like, I should have gave that role
Somebody
get
else.
that role, give somebody that, because the at the end of the day the movie didn't really do good, and nobody don't
No.
even talk about that Nina Simone movie. I
Yeah.
talk about it because I'm a Nina fan, you know.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I
it
think,
definitely didn't do anything for her career
yeah,
to do that movie.
I think if she would have, like I said, if she would have just did it and didn't have that fake nose and made her skin darker,
Uh huh.
even because my thing is like, if anybody gonna do blackface, black people should be able to do it, you know,
Right.
not white people. She's still black. I don't care if she is like um Hispanic, but she's still black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they made a big deal about it, and I think as time went on, she finally said that she regret doing it. Girl, you just shouldn't have put that fake nose on there. That's I don't know who told you to do that. Just play her.
Yeah, because like you were saying, last in one of the um live or whatever, you don't have to really look. I used to think that you had to look like the person, but you really don't. If you are a good actor or actress, you don't have to look exactly like the person. You just
Exactly.
have to capture the energy and
Mm-hmm.
the essence of that person,
Yep.
and you become it. You
April's
can trust that
Tanika's
you're that person.
April asking you a question. She
What
said,
April
Tanika,
talking
I
about?
could see that on the canvas bag. I
On the
could see that
can.
on a couple of things.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see the canvas from like this.
I guess you could lay you got your thing so close down.
Yeah,
You
I
could
got it
probably
real
see
close.
some. I just thought about it. Yeah, I gotta fix her eye. I'm looking at her eye on the screen. I gotta fix this eye. I gotta put some color in this eye.
Yeah. I'm gonna get up for a second. Let me see.
Painting is a process.
Um,
Y'all see my red fox? I still ain't post him yet. I'm gonna post him tomorrow. You're gonna be finished tomorrow. I got it. He say beauty. I found this quote on. I say beauty may be the skin deep, but ugly goes clear to the bone. When I was making these, I was listening to his stand up comedian. I was like, he was a mess. He was real mannish, as the people in the South be saying. And his comedian, being a comedian, his like his records. I'm gonna make you really pretty, mama. They are talking about Bob Marley movie, how they went and got someone else when his son should have played him. I follow his son Rohan on Instagram. He got so many sons. I know Rohan was involved in it, and he the one. His son is one of the ones that picked Rohan. His son is the one that picked Rohan. I mean, Rohan the one. I think he has something to do with them picking that actor. I know. I heard that they were saying that they wanted to be a Jamaican. He was from Britain, and they wanted to be a Jamaican actor, but they said they could. I think Rohan said that they couldn't find a Jamaican actor. And I know majority of his kids had something to do with this one. These children was involved in this movie. Candace, my parents saw the the movie. My mom said it was good, touching. Yeah, everybody says real good. I'm gonna go see it. Yeah, his family was involved in it. Yeah, his family and a lot of his sons. I'm trying to think of any of his sons really look. I mean, I guess he don't gotta look like him, but a lot of them older. Maybe they. But the guy that played him, They say he did a good job. I just didn't like the way that wig. They could have got. I know somebody in the hood would have made a better wig, a better a better dreadlock wig. But yeah, the only thing that I heard that they said that wish they would have had a Jamaican actor, but they just couldn't find one that really fitted. And he was from Britain. And most if you study like black people in Canada, black people in Britain, most of them come from the islands. So I don't know. Just like remember when that girl played some. I mean, that girl, Jennifer, what her name? She played. What Tinika went? Y'all know what? I just realized Tinika went somewhere. Tanika done left. She might come back. I don't know, y'all. I just realized Tanika gone. Tanika gone. Let's see if she come back. I know she probably moved, touched something or something. But I don't know what happened. Usually April say come back. She might come back. I'll wait a little bit, y'all. But yeah, I just looked at the screen and realized she was gone. I think y'all getting a commercial. I do see commercials. I know April, but what they were talking about on the radio. Yeah, his sons, Candace, I don't know what they were talking about already, but his sons had, or maybe they didn't have the knowledge. His sons had, his daughter and all them, they had a lot to do with that movie. That was a movie I was glad that the family was involved. And like I say, I follow Rohan. He got children from Lauren Hill. I follow him, and on his page they were showing like a lot of the premiere and all that. A lot of premieres, and he even from the soundtrack, even his son song, what it's called, what the song called. I put it, matter of fact, last week I put it on me and your flyer, Candace. My phone was fully charged but died. I will finish up in post. Oh, I thought you would. All right, Queen. All right. I looked up. I'm like, where she went? What that song was. Let me tell y'all the name of Bob Marley grandson. The song called Praise Jah in the Moonlight. They've been playing it a lot on social media. I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna finish Francis Cress. I'm gonna make her eyes pretty, put her pretty clothes. But this is can't play it a lot, y'all. Play a little bit. Where it went? I push. Everything going this been on social media a lot. But this is Bob Marley's grandson. That's so dope. That's dope. Yeah. So the family involved in the movie. I don't think one of his sons probably wouldn't want to play his daddy. Their daddy. You know, maybe his grandsons could have played him. But I'ma go, y'all. I don't know why that's blurry. I don't know if y'all see that. I'm putting my finger there. So I did a little bit. So let me show y'all. This the one me and Candace did together. I mean, we did the collaboration. So I'm gonna post these probably tomorrow. So this was my Black Panther power to the power to the Black Panther women. That's what I'm gonna name these. My screen look blurry. I don't know what that's about. All right. It was a great chat, Queen. You gotta show us. Yeah, the phone will go. And we literally did an hour. So that's right on point. We literally did an hour. A little over an hour. All right, family. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna go on and finish working. And I will see y'all on the 29th. I'm gonna do a live DIY. I'm gonna do a live DIY. If anybody wanna go live with me, that's in the membership, let me know. And yeah. So thank y'all for viewing. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Respect those that respect you, y'all. Love on those that love on you. Leave a beautiful comment and adopt a pet from your local rescue. Pick up trash in your neighborhood. Donate to this channel. It's a link in the description box. You can donate as low as $1, high as you want. And I will see y'all in the next DIY, which will be next live DIY, which will be on the 29th. All right, fam. Salam, salam. Listen to me some Bob Marley brother. I mean grandson.